Hi ladies, it's Ashley with Inspired Maternity, and I am here in the Inspired Maternity studio, and in this video we're going to go through some of the very basic initial transverse abdominis, the lower abdominals contractions. These are my favorite exercises. They are must to do, especially postpartum, and it's great to actually learn to contract this muscle and do this prenatally. Now, initially, it's best to try these more in the first trimester if you are prenatal. Refer to the prenatal videos for other core exercises. So these exercises, we're going to go through series. You're going to watch it and do it on the other side, okay? So I just want to do a video showing you kind of the order of the different exercises that you can do for the lower abdominals. So we're going to go ahead and scoot back. We're going to go onto our back with the knees bent up, okay? So I'm going to show you this position. Now you'll notice your low back might feel a little arched, and that's great. I don't want you to flatten or roll your hips back. I want you to just stay in your neutral position. During all these exercises, you have got to pay attention to that low back. Do not let it arch any further than what this kind of resting position is for you. Keep your upper body relaxed. Keep your shoulder blades down and back. Don't let the shoulders scrunch up towards your ears. So find your front hip bones. Slide your fingers in. We're working along the belly line and down below, okay? So you're trying to draw the low abs down towards the spine. Again, you're not flattening your back. You're not rolling your hips. You're just trying to feel, and you have to push deep down. This muscle is deep, so don't just put your fingers on top of your skin and try this contraction. To really feel, you got to push down, okay? So we're trying to draw the low abs down towards the spine, towards the floor. Good. And try to tighten and relax. So as I bring you through these leg movements, I want you to try to keep your lower abdominals pulled in and contracted the best that you can. If you feel like you're losing the contraction, stop and reset. As you progress, you should be able to hold the lower abdominals through the whole exercise, okay? These are all meant for high repetitions. Think trying to work towards 30. Good, so let's start. Let's go ahead and pull the low abs down. We're going to start with heel slides. So beginners, see how my heel's in contact? You're going to slide down and back up. The heel stays in contact. Now, if you've done this for a while and need more of an advancement, you lift and then slide in that direction. So for the purpose here, start with those heel slides, okay? You want to try to go as far down as you can without letting the low back arch, okay? So these are heel slides. You might at first only be able to go partial. Watch my knee, it's not straightening all the way, and back in. That's okay. These you'll be able to progress pretty quickly through. Again, watch the low back. You're not arching. Good. From the heel slides then, we're going to go into single leg knee dropouts. So reset the low abs, pull them down, feel, make sure you have that contraction. We're dropping one knee out to the side and back in, okay? Out to the side. You can see here my other leg is staying still, and you want to pay attention to the front hips to make sure they're not rocking as you're dropping. So you're just going as far as you can, keeping the lower abdominals contracted, not letting the hips rock, and not arching the back. So high repetitions, and then you're going to stop and try the other side. All of these do one side completely through before you switch. So we have heel slides, and then we have our knee dropout, okay? The third one then is we're going to go into marching. So you're going to bring that leg up to 90-90. You're going to tap the heel and lift. Nice, slow, and controlled. Now at first you might only be able to go partially down. Pay attention and let that low back decide how far you're going to go down. The low back starts to arch when you're still a little weak in that transverse abdominis, the lower contraction. Again, up by the diaphragm. You're not sucking in, and you're not trying to roll and flatten your back, okay? So we have that marches. Once you're done with your one side, then you march with the other. okay? There might be a difference from side to side and how far you can tap with controlling with the lower abdominals, and that's okay. So from the marching then, we're gonna go to a straight leg raise. So you're gonna lift one leg up, the other one stays back. Pull the low abs in, and you're gonna lower, and you're only gonna go as far as you can. Stop before the low back starts to arch and lift back up. So you're lowering and lifting back up. Good. Now as you progress, you're gonna be able to go lower and back up as your low abdominals are getting stronger. Good. You're going to switch to the other side. Remember, it's nice and controlled, high repetitions, okay? Perfect. From here then, you're going to go into a bridge. So you're going to bring your knees apart. You're going to lift your toes up because I want you to push through the heels. Pull the low abdominals in. We're going to bridge up to an even spot and tap back down. So you want to make sure you're also squeezing and getting more of the glutes than the thighs. If you're more on your toes or flat and shifted more onto the balls of your feet, you're going to get more thighs. So I want it more on the heels. Keep the lower abdominals contracted as you lift up. You're not arching this high. You're just coming to a level tabletop tap. If you need to rest and reset the low abs, but you want to keep them contracted through the whole contraction, the whole movement of the bridge. Good. So you should be getting the lower abdominals here and the butt muscles. Perfect. Okay. So those are some of the initial exercises that I teach women postpartum. We have got to make sure the lower abdominals can create good tension. This is going to help things like diastasis recti, where you get a little bit of that separation. Follow my other video for diastasis to learn a little bit more about it. Check with your local women's health physical therapist. I also hold in the studios on weekends different DR seminars and a quick check-in where I can check it for you and review to make sure you're doing these correctly. We also are 8-week postpartum Moms Fit class. These are the exercises we start with. We start every class with core to make sure we're getting this contraction as we progress with the other exercises. Please message me at Inspired Maternity on Facebook or inspiredmaternity@gmail.com if you have any other questions. Thanks and have a beautiful day.